fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. Utah has been wielding bragging rights after blowing out the Cougars the last time they met.
Yeah, last year was Utah making the big plays offensively. Defensively, they put the clamps down, David. Can they put a complete game together again?
And BYU making the mistakes. They don't usually make mistakes now in a big rivalry game. Can they be more physical and go meet that Utah challenge?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. So BYU's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know it, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And down he goes back at the 3.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Powers through the defender. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Quick toss. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Utes! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can put touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Utah! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Utes want to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Calls his own number. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
49, BYU, 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jones. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes a connection. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the... Looking deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Utah.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The hand to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
Fourth down coming up.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Utes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Bringing the heat. Skips away from pressure. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Running back searching for a hole. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Oh, better look out! Picks up the 1st down, still moving. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. There he goes! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Moving away from pressure. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Important in the passing game, but it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the... Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Utes are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game, so he's going for it all. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Brings into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. BYU with the first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to sling it on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Going for the big play. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Good, solid tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And we're certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.